Hey guys, I wanted to do a vlog today for this channel. The kids and I are going to be going to a used bookstore. It's one we've never been to before, even though it's kind of close to our house. So I don't know why we've never been there before. We normally go to a different one. I got my bottom braces put on yesterday and my mouth is cut up pretty bad. So it might be a bad idea to be vlogging today because it doesn't feel good to talk and my teeth hurt really bad. But I was tired of sitting in my house feeling sorry for myself and being pissed off about it. So I thought maybe if I got out, it would get my mind off of my teeth. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna go to the bookstore. I'll try to film there. What the hell? And then I will film if I get any books there. So we just left the used bookstore. We got a lot of books, so I will do a haul when I get home. And now we're running over to Barnes & Noble because there was a book that they didn't have there that I want to pick up. So the kids wanted to get Mrs. Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, and I wanted to get the Frozen Tides book. Well, I don't know if that's the name of the first book or not. Bree Fauché talks about it all the time and she absolutely loves it, so I want to pick it up because I'm starting to get more into fantasy and I think I'll like it too. So Barnes & Noble was a bust for me. I couldn't find Falling Kingdoms in there. Well, I did find 2 copies of it, but both of them were kind of busted and I didn't want to buy them when they were already messed up. So I'm just going to go ahead and order it. Gabe was able to find the Mrs. Peregrine's book. He said he's going to read that tonight.
Yeah.
He's all excited. It is the next day and I'm back. I couldn't film yesterday the book haul because my mouth was hurting too bad to talk, so I'm feeling a little bit better today, a little bit, and I'm still talking pretty funny, so sorry about that. I hope you can understand all the words I'm using. I will just get into this book haul. So the first book I picked up was The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. Most everybody knows this book. We were forced to read it in high school. I'm teaching the kids early American history this year, and this works for the time period. I like to have them read a lot of historical fiction that goes along with the time period that we're working on. So we're gonna read this together. The next one is The Last Werewolf by Glenn Duncan. This one is about a 200-year-old werewolf that is considering suicide. I hadn't heard of this book before, but I saw it at the used bookstore. I think it was $2.50. I love everything to do with werewolves, vampires, all that sort of stuff. So I picked it up, and then I saw it at Barnes & Noble for like 14 bucks, so I'm really glad I got it used. And by the way, all the books that I got at the used bookstore were $3 or less, so I was pretty dang excited to find all of these books, especially when I saw a couple of them at Barnes & Noble for a lot more. This next one is called A Desperate Fortune by Susanna Kearsley. I've read several books by her before. She does historical fiction, and I love historical fiction. This one is about it's about 2 women, one in the past and one in the future, and the woman in the past is an exiled Jacobite from Scotland, and she has some sort of journal that a woman from our time is studying. So I guess it goes back and forth between the 2 time periods. I like that sort of thing, so I think I'll like this book. This next one sounds really awesome to me. It's called The Gargoyle by Andrew Davidson. This one I hadn't heard of either, but it's one of those Target book club picks. It is about a man who gets into some kind of car wreck, ends up in the hospital, and a strange woman comes and visits him and tells him that they used to be lovers back in medieval Germany. He doesn't remember her, know anything about her, but I think this is a story about reincarnation, and I love reincarnation, and there's not enough books written about that, so I am super excited to read this one. This one is another historical fiction that I picked up for the kids and I to read. It is called Terrible Typhoid Mary, a true story of the deadliest cook in America. I think the story of Typhoid Mary is quite fascinating, and I don't think the kids have heard about her yet, so we're going to be reading this one together also. This one is another one I'm really excited to read as well. It's called You by Carolyn Kepnes. This is a horror, thriller, mystery novel, something like that. It was blurbed by Stephen King. It says hypnotic and scary, totally original. This one's been going around YouTube a lot lately. I've been hearing lots of good stuff about this. And it is about a woman who I believe is being stalked by a man using her social media, which is kind of terrifying to me since I am on social media. So I really want to read this to see what that's all about and what happens. So yeah, I'm really excited that I found this one as well at the used bookstore. I ripped it a little bit when I was taking the big sticker off. They actually put a large sticker right here, and that annoyed me, and then I ripped it. But it was less than $3, so I will live with it. So as you can see, Sonia joined me for this one. She was being a pain in the butt at the door, so I let her in. Right? Hey, are you a brat?
Yes, you are, brat. Yes, you are.
This one's called The Countess by Rebecca Johns. It's about Countess Bathory. She's the woman who would bathe in virgin's blood. This is set in 1600 after she's been imprisoned, and she is writing her life story to her son, I guess to tell her side of things. So this sounds really good and probably a book I'll read in October, maybe for Halloween. This is the last book I picked up. I got it at Barnes & Noble. It is called Beyond the Woods, Fairy Tales Retold. And it's a bunch of different fairy tales written by different authors. So we've got Holly Black and Neil Gaiman, Peter Straub, and a bunch of other people. I recently read A Court of Thorns and Roses and A Court of Mist and Fury and really loved the retelling aspect of the stories. So I think I probably like fairy tales and fairy tale retellings. So I wanted to pick this up and try these stories and see if I like them. The only author I've read before is Neil Gaiman. I read Stardust and I really did like that one. So I think I'll like this a lot. Okay, those are all the books that I picked up on my trip yesterday. Let me know if you've read any of these and what your thoughts are on them. I'm super excited to get into all of these, especially since Halloween is coming soon. A lot of these remind me of Halloween themed kind of books. I don't know why I went for that type yesterday because it's 100 degrees outside in July, but I did. I think I'm kind of over summer and ready for fall and everything that comes with it, especially Halloween. All right, guys, I will see you all soon with another video. I hope you all have a great day. Bye.